Everybody knows AOC is way left of nuts, but did you know her former aide now runs the Communist Party in New York? Oh, yeah, we're going to tell you. Claire, this is a doozy. Nobody questions the politics of very far left progressive squad leader Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez being left of crazy. But this news is just shocking. Her former aide has left her office, in other words, no longer working for AOC, and is now the boss of the New York Communist Party. Seriously. This is unbelievable. Justine Medina had worked for AOC. She had made a fair amount of money as a consultant. And now she's bragging about being a full-time Marxist. And she's quoted in the New York Young Communist League, by the Communist Party newspaper, People's World. She's on the Central Committee. It sounds like she moved to the Soviet Union of the 70s. And this is a quote from her. Well, I am a communist, but I work for AOC. She said that a couple years ago. And she said, continuing, communism is about equality, democracy, peace, the advancement of workers, the oppressed, and humanity in general. It is true, the path there will be unkind to those who block progress, but communism is good and should not scare you. Oh my God. Communism, you know, the group that is responsible for hundreds of millions of deaths in the 20th century, has never been successful in a single country around the world, is a catastrophic disaster for everybody but the leaders. Claire, doesn't this pretty much confirm what everyone's been saying about AOC when she first appeared on the national stage? She literally is anti-American, anti-capitalist, and a full-blown communist, probably.
It seems that affiliation with the Communist Party, or even with the Democratic Socialists of America, a contingent within the Democrat Party, is no impediment to federal service of any kind. Quick fun fact, the Squad. Know where that name comes from? It comes straight out of Mao's Little Red Book, where it is said that the Squad is a unit of the Communist Revolution and its leadership. We can think about former CIA Director John Brennan, who told his interviewers upon entering the CIA that, oh yeah, he had voted for Gus Hall, the leader of the U.S. Communist Party. We can talk about James Comey, who is quoted at least as saying, well, you know, I was once a communist, but then I transitioned. I don't know what I am now. It's obviously no impediment to be a member of the Communist Party or affiliate or supporter of in federal service in the United States.
You know, I don't want to return to the days of McCarthy, you know, and inquisitions in the Congress, but at the same time, if you belong to an organization that is antithetical to freedom and capitalism and the structure of our country and real democracy and so on, I gotta believe that people, once they know that, don't want you to govern them in this country. And yet, as you said, doesn't seem to be a blot on anybody's resume. If you can run the FBI, you can run national intelligence, you can be the biggest mouth in Congress and still be a communist. Oh boy, what does that say about us?
Well, it says we've been infiltrated over a period of many decades. If we go back to the earlier part of the 20th century. That is when the Communist Party, after the Russian Revolution in Russia, 1917, made the intention, very deliberately, methodically infiltrated the West through what they call the Comintern, Communist International. And oh, by the way, in my opinion, the House on Un-American Activities and Senator Joseph McCarthy's committee in the Senate ended way too soon. That's a time when we actually took seriously, and the FBI took seriously, fighting against communist influence in America.
And now the former head of the FBI, James Comey, was one of them.
Well, he said he was in an interview, but then he said, well, he transitioned to something, but he didn't know exactly what.
Oh, My God. What an admission of anti-American sentiment. And he's still being interviewed. He's still on television. He seems to be reputable to many sources. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.